our champion Janet Poch of Lynn, Massachusetts, faces the challenge of Marianne Kelly of Stoneham, Massachusetts on Candlepin Bowling. Hi, everyone. Welcome once again to Candlepin Bowling. I'm Don Gillis, but I'm always speaking for the whole crew when I say we're glad you chose to join us here at the Fairway in Natick, Massachusetts. It's going to be 3 strings of Candlepin Bowling. It'll be total pinfall that determines our winner. Each bowler takes home a permanent souvenir. These are provided by Din Brothers of Boston and Holyoke and will be properly inscribed with the name, the date, and so forth. Each will take home some guaranteed prize money. $700 goes to the winner, $350 to the runner-up. $50 is available for the winner of each string, and should they tie a string, then they would each receive $50. Also, we will have a gift certificate of $50. That will come from Rotman's Furniture of Worcester. That goes to the bowler with the most marks, our marksman of the day. All right, let's talk to today's bowlers, shall we? Gee, I'm sorry to disturb your conversation you two were having right there on the bench. Is there any reason that you might have anything to talk about?
We were talking shop.
Yeah, I know. You both work at the same place, huh? How about that? All right. Let's see. By the way, how's Robert, your husband, doing, huh?
Very good. Off working for the day.
Okay. And I think you brought along a little cheering section too, did you?
Yeah, Cameron's here.
Somewhere here. Okay. Janet, yes. So you're rolling along, huh, now? And are you counting the matches that are left? People, we got 2 more left, right?
2 more left, I guess.
In this string, huh? Well, you want to have that nice long winter where you can look forward to coming back again?
Yeah, it would be nice.
Well, you're familiar with it anyway, aren't you?
I am.
Okay. So there'll be no anger here? No. You're going to root for each other?
Right.
That should be fun. Yeah. Okay. Good luck to you, and good luck to you, Marianne. We'll get underway right after this. Challenger Marianne Kelly of Stoneham, high single 182, high triple 431, league average 115. And Marianne begins with a lob. The ball flew off her fingers. Now the second. That one cross lane. Just 3 pins down so far, and so it is a 5-box to begin. No wood to help. She has 4 horsemen right side, and in back the 7 and the 8. Two pins still standing. 3 and 7 with wood, and they're still there. It's an 8. Janet Poch, defending champion, coming up. Janet with a high single of 182, high triple of 450, and a league average of 123. Now living in Lynn, Massachusetts. Little too full, leaving the 2-4-7 on the left, and over on the right the 3 and 9. Excuse me, that's a 6 and 9. Six still there. And still there, a 9. So close to a strike. Ralph Stewart, our lob line judge and referee, calls time. Piece of wood is rolling this way. The 9-pin was staggered a little bit, but didn't go down. Now it does. Now our challenger, Marianne Kelly. Looking now at the four horsemen on the right side, and the left-hander will be firing cross lane. She's got it. Fair in the third. The fill is 7. The pins standing are the 6, 9, and 10. She has 1, 2, 3 pieces of wood, which she's studying. Now tells them to stop. And she has a pair of spares. Now Janet Poch, our defending champion. She's working on a spare in the second. Here is the fill. It's going to be 9. The 10-pin finally toppled. Four-pin does not go. She missed it on the right side. So close, it was almost as if the breeze would have knocked it over. 10. One, 3, 7, 9. Those are the 4 pins that are standing. The only favorable wood would be the one between the 3 and the 9. Didn't work. She got them all. First check on the scoreboard. It comes after 4 boxes in the first string, and with a bonus ball still to be rolled by our challenger, Marianne Kelly. The score right now is Poch 48 and Kelly 40. Trying to make it 3 marks in a row. Here's a fill on a spare, and she gets 6. Unusual configuration. 1, 5, 8, 9. Came awfully close, but the 5-pin didn't go. A 10. Ralph Stewart calls time again. And he gets a hand. 5, 9, and 10 are the 3 pins that are standing. Got just the 5. It is an 8 box. Janet Poch. 2 pins to pick up, the 5 and the 9. 1 piece of wood left, the other one, pretty good spot, right about where the 3 would be. She has it. Al Giglio, as usual, keeping score on the electronic scoreboard. Keith Williams keeping score for the folks who are here. It is 6 for a fill. Two more. And still has the 4 and 7. It's a 9-box. Don Riley is our statistician and coordinator. Ralph Stewart is our lob line judge and referee. Marianne Kelly, our challenger today, has no wood to help. She's looking at 1, 3, 6, 4, 7. Got the 3 on the right. It's a 9. Bill Rubin is our producer and director, as always. Our crew today is Skip Peabody, Jeff Sullivan, Margie McKenna, and Glenn Fletcher. Marianne, working quickly, as she usually does. And she made it. In the first World Candlepin Bowling Congress Pro Tour event this year at the Academy Lanes in Bradford, Massachusetts, Marianne Kelly came in second to Deb DeRocher. Janet Poch has a split here. She has on the right 3, 6, and 10, and over on the left the 4 and the 7. Got just the 6 and 10. It's a 9. Tony Wellspring came in third, then Holly Duhamel, Carol Downey, and Tony Marie Baldinelli. In the first event, Janet Poch will have no wood to then Holly Duhamel, Carol Downey, and Tony Marie Baldinelli, in that order for the ladies. In that WCBC first event, Janet Poch will have no wood to help. She's looking at the 1, the 3, and the 6. Got 2 of the 3. On the men's side, Tim Lipke won it with a 13.59. Deb DeRocher at a 12.50. John Zernicke, Tom Olsta, a tie between Det Klein and Tim Soucy, and Joe Tavernese. That's the order in which the men came in. All right, working on a spare in the 8th now is today's challenger, Marianne Kelly. Seven-pin rocking, that's what the reaction was to the folks who were here to root for her. Seven-pin still rocking back and forth. It's the 2 and the 7 that are still standing. Marianne had a 591 in winning her roll-off. She's representing the Wallachs Recreation in Waltham. Speaking of the Pro Tour, Marianne is the treasurer. All right, Marianne now looking at the head pin, and on the left, the 7 alone. On the right, the 6 and 10. Wood just to the left of the head pin. Ooh, she went too far to the left. Didn't get it. It's a 9. Now Janet Poch. Everything down except the 10-pin. She's looking at the wood, and I'm sure she's looking. There's one piece that she's looking at with the possibility that it could go one way, the ball go the other, and she not get it. That's exactly what happened. The wood went left, the ball went into the gutter, and the 10-pin is still there. It's a 10. Janet has won $50 for winning the first string. Right now, let's see what the score will be. She has 2 pins standing, and they are the 6 and 7. Wood around the 6. Didn't get the 6, but did get a piece of wood to go over and get the 7. Again, waiting for wood. She missed it first, but then it came back, the piece of wood, and knocked it down. So, $50 in bonus money goes to our defending champion, Janet Poch, as she has won the first string 112 to 108. In the middle string, our defending champion leads it off. Here she is, Janet Poch. A split. 7-pin alone over on the left and 6 and 10 on the right. 3 pieces of wood, which she's studying very carefully. There they are. She went a little too far to the right, I think, in retrospect. Obviously got the 2 pins on the right, but the 7 is still there. $10. Everything down except the 10-pin. She's got it. A 10 and then a spare. Now Marianne Kelly, today's challenger. The noise was the folks who are rooting for her hoping that a pin was going to fall and knock down the 2 pins that are still standing. They are the 8 and 9. That was the 8. It's a 10. It started out as a real thin hit, but they kept tumbling. She now has 3 pins standing. The 3, the 6, and the 7. Wood in front of the 7, and 1 piece of wood between the 3 and 6. She made it work. Spare in the 2nd. Now Janet Poch, our defending champion, fires, and she gets 6 as a fill on her spare. The 2, the 3, the 6, and the 10. Those are the 4 pins standing with wood off to the left of the 2 pin. Went too far right, took out 6 and 10. It's a 9. 5 and 7 with the 4 rocking back and forth, but I think it's going to stay. It is. As you know, I describe exactly what's happening here, primarily for, we now know, the many folks who are blind or have very limited sight, who appreciate the fact that we give them a picture which they cannot see, but they can still enjoy. And then there are others who say, it's great because if I turn around or I go to do something in the kitchen, I can still hear you and I come running back in to see what's happening. But that brings me to something else, which I'm going to speak of after we watch what Marianne Kelly does. Phil on a spare is a strike. And here in the second box now of the middle string, they are tied. First ball nets her 7 and leaves her with the 2-4 wood in between, and the 10 with wood not quite up to it, but almost on the right-hand side. So it's the two pieces of wood, the 4, and now wood across the 10. Didn't get to move it over enough. 9 is the fill, and she needs the 10-pin for a 10.
Good 10.
All right, after 4 boxes of the first and the second, as you know, we take a check on the scoreboard. Janet Poch won the first string 112 to 108. Right now, Marianne Kelly has taken the lead by 10 pins with the score right now after 4, 58-44. As our defending champion, Janet Poch, comes up and gets herself a spread eagle. I'll tell you that the Massachusetts Association for the Blind in the Worcester area is looking for volunteers to assist their clients participate in a Candlepin Bowling League. Janet gets the right side. So if you're interested in helping, call Judith Savage at the Association for the Blind. And I'll give you that number in a moment. It's a 9 for Janet Poch. If you're interested in helping, that's the Massachusetts Association for the Blind in the Worcester area. Area code 508-791-8237. 4 horsemen right side. That's what Janet is looking at. That number again, 508-791-8237. Thanks. Yes, she made the 4 horsemen for a spare. Challenger Marianne Kelly of Stoneham. One and 10. Those are the 2 pins standing. She did not get the head pin. She did get the 10. It's a 10 box. The 3, the 5, and the 7 with wood in front of the 7. Oh, yes! Pretty shot. Pretty shot. So she matched the spare by Janet Poch. As you know, our defending champion always leads off in the middle string. So here's the fill on Janet's spare. A good one, 8. The 3 and the 6 with wood to the left. Yes, she has it. 2 in a row. a strike. That also is 3 marks in a row and $50 in bonus money. Now Marianne Kelly works on her spare, and she gets 7. The 5, the 7, and the 8 got just one of them. It's a 10. Now they're back to tied in the match. Marianne almost had herself a spare. The 2-pin, almost a strike. Let's see whether she gets the, oh, no. Now she gets the 2-pin, but for a 10 instead of a spare. All right, 3 marks in a row for Janet Poch. She comes up now for the 9th and 10th here in the middle string. 2 bonus balls. All right, the first one picked up for her 6, 7-pin over on the right, 3, 6, 10. Wood to the left of the 3-pin. And she did hit it over toward the 7-pin, but it went in the pit before it got there. It's a 9-box. She leads the match now by 9. So close to a strike, but she left the 10-pin. She has it. It was a little dangerous. It was hanging right on the edge as it went down and picked off the 10, but it stayed legitimate all the way. And the fill, just 4. Now Marianne Kelly for her final 2 boxes in the middle string. Everything down except the head pin. She has the spare. As you can tell from the noises around me and the encouragement, there are quite a few here who are rooting for each side. Marianne missed the head pin, got just 4. Just as Janet did on hers. And now, oh, missed. Held it just a fraction too long, and it went into the 3-9 hole on the right-hand side. Now, okay. It's an 8. 10-pin lead for Janet Poch in the match. She won the middle string 133-127, which is worth $50 in bonus money, and leads 245 to 235. Now our challenger, Marianne Kelly, leading off in the 3rd. As most of you regular viewers are aware, Marianne's husband, Bob Kelly, is also an excellent candlepin bowler and has been on our program several times. She almost pulled off a 3, 6, 10, 4, 7. 4 is still there. The 10. Oh, so close to a strike. Going after the 6 pin, she didn't get it. So that's 2 misses. It's a 9. Now Janet Poch, leading by 10 coming into the 3rd string. Two, 4, 6, 10, and the only wood is to the left of the 4 pin. She takes care of that, sends a pin over, a piece of wood, I guess I should say, over toward the 6 and 10, but it did not get there in time. Went into the gutter. It's a 9 box. She has left the 6 pin. Bit of a thin hit on the right side, leaving 4 horsemen left side, 6 pin on the right, and in back the 8 pin. 1 piece of wood behind the head pin. She beautifully made it. Yes. Blasted a fastball right down into that pocket. Now Marianne Kelly. Missed the head pin. Another pin just tumbled. It was the 5. So she's looking at the 1, 8, 10. Missed the head pin again. She got it for a 10. Pin standing. 2, 3, 6, 10. 6 wouldn't go. And obviously she needs a mark since Janet already has one. It's a 10. Now Janet Poch, our defending champion, comes up. She's working on a spare. Half Worcester, left side, just 2. Almost a half Worcester on the right side, but she got a few more. So the head pin is still there, and 4 and 7. Wood between 4 and 7. Seven pin didn't go. Six and 10 on the right with the wood in front of it. 4 pin over on the left. Janet has won 5 in a row as she defeated Joanne Rosano. That was back on September the 23rd. It had been Joanne Rosano who had defeated Janet after Janet had a pretty long streak. Now, Marianne Kelly. She has a strike. She hit the head pin, and she got 8. Now with the second ball, and an opportunity to make a spare against the 2 and 4. Yes, she's got it. 2 marks in a row. Now, depending upon what Janet does, who is leading by 11 going into these 2, but she's opposite, a strike and a spare. She got a split. 4-7 on the left, 3-6 on the right. There is a piece of wood that's to the left of the 6 pin, which she will be hoping will go over along with the 3 pin to knock down the other 2. Nope, too full on it. Took out just the 3, and the wood went into the pit also. It is an 8. So now Marianne is in the lead by 1 in the match, and she has a spare already on the board. Janet had a lot of luck on that one, and she would be the first to admit it. It appeared that she was going to lead several, including 4 horsemen, but then I'm talking about the right side, the 6 into the 3 into the 1. She has only the 10 to get. Oh, no. Wood turned out to be a roadblock. Now for a 10. She's got it. All right, 4 boxes to go. A question now as to what the fill will be for Marianne to see what her lead will be. She, at the moment, in completed boxes, has a 1-pin lead. Ooh, a thin hit on the left side. Just 3 more. Four horsemen, right side, still standing. She went too far again. It's an 8 box. In completed frames through 6 boxes of the 3rd string. Marianne Kelly leading by 4. Little too much, maybe a little too much energy at the moment, because she is rolling the ball a little bit harder than usual, and as a result it's going more to the right. Again, I remind you, she is a left-handed bowler. She's going cross lane. So this will be her hope for a cleanup, but she doesn't. It's a 7 box. So an 8 and a 7 when she had the chance to, I won't say blow it open, but she had a chance certainly to add to her lead. That opens the door for Janet Poch. And Janet goes right down the middle. 3, 6, 10 on the right, 2 and 4 on the left. The only wood is behind the 4. She almost pulled it off. She got the 2 and the 4 and sidewall action, which came over and took down the 3. Nine. So now the lead is 3. Janet is opposite a 7 box. She's got a tough split here. She's got the 3-pin alone, and then the corners are full with the 7 and the 10. There's one piece of wood settling in front of the 7, and another is about across where the 1 and 2 would be. She got just one. They are tied going into the final 2 boxes. So hang on to your tray tables, boys and girls. We're going into the final 2 boxes. Here is the challenger, Marianne Kelly, and she has 4 pins standing. It's the 4 horsemen right side. Second ball. Missed the head pin. Got the other 3. So a single pin to pick up for a 10 box. She has it. A 10. Full on the head pin, spread eagle. Just 2 of the pins on the left-hand side. And 8. Janet needs 19 pins to win. First ball. So close to getting a strike. She has a single pin. It's the 3-pin. She just got it, and you saw her pat her chest as much as to say, oh, my heart. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She has 4 pins, and that's, at the moment, has it tied. She needs just 1 more pin. That did it. Janet Poch is the winner. One more ball, 1 more pin. It's a 10. Look at Janet shaking her head and breathing heavily and saying, oh, oh. I feel so lucky I won that one. So, $50 in bonus money will go to Marianne Kelly because she won the 3rd string, 105 to 101. Janet Poch, however, won the match, 346 to 340. Well, as you can see, we still have a big barrel full here, and we sure would like. It isn't that I'm not going to ask you to send them in. You can keep on sending them in. We'll just try to squeeze them in, okay? That's all we can do. Today's total, what do you think? 686? Are we going to... You think so, huh? All right. Well, it'll be worth $300. Isn't that right? Yeah, $350. And when I draw the card, you know, this person will receive a $50 gift certificate from Christmas Tree Shops. And we are giving 10 either side of our total. And let's see now if I can dig down in here. Oh, I don't want to look. Don't want to be accused of picking somebody's card that I know. As it turns out, maybe I will know the person. But anyway, this one comes from Providence, Rhode Island, and it is Frank, either Gravel or Gravel. It's probably Gravel. And the guess is 781, so next week we'll go to $400. All right, our high-low jackpot. Let's see. Let's take a shot at it, Janet. Nope. Hey, Marianne. Okay, ladies, if you'll come over this way for me. Right here, please. Dear girl, I want everybody to, I don't care about them seeing me, but I'd like to see you. You're much better looking than I am. All right, let's see what I have for you. Well, of course, I have a disappointment for you, right off the bat, yes. Especially coming down to the last two boxes, huh?
Yeah, it came down. I don't think either one of us wanted it today. We're passing it back and forth the whole match.
Well, I don't know. There was some pretty good bowling in there. Anyway, we had $350 for you, and in bonus money, $50. Okay? Is that better than your husband did the last? I don't remember. But anyway, thanks for being with us, okay? And Janet, you have $150 in bonus money, and you had $700. And it was a nice, easy match.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of emotion involved, too, because you know you work together,
right.
and you're very good friends. Well, I forgot to, when you go over there, when you give Marianne the $50 gift certificate from Rotman's, because I'm so used to giving it to you, but she was the marksman of the day today. All right, $700 and $150 in bonus money. And as you know, a veteran Candlepin bowler will be your challenger next week. She's been on many times before, Mal Honorado. So wipe the perspiration off, and then we'll see you next week, all right? Don Gillis for the whole crew. Bye-bye, everybody.